That famous button. Happy Saturday to you. Okay. Let's do one and a two, three and a four, two tendus. Or one and a two and a three and a four, two tendus. One and a two and a three and a four, two tendus. Grand and a two and a three and a four, five and a six and a seven to your first. Forward and two and a three and a four, back and a six and a seven and a eight to the bar and a two and a three and a four, five and a six and a seven and a eight, grand and first and a three and a four, five and a six and a seven and a eight, roll through your feet, be there, and that is all it is. So a little bit different today. Two demis, two tendus. First, second, and fifth. Two grand pliés in second. Forward and back to the bar and away. Two grand pliés in first. Roll through. Finish.
After the second, it closes to first.
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. And here we go. Two tendus, nice and slow, and over. And a two. And over. Keep your fingertips busy. Two demi-pliés. And a two. Two tendus, close fifth front. Two tendus to your second this time. Two grand pliés in second. Port de bras. And fingertips first each time. And pick yourself up. Start with your fingertips again and one. To the bar and away and one. Now your two long pliés in first. Roll through your feet and that's one. And finish. That's it, right? Here we go. To the other side. And to first and 1 to fifth and 1 to first and 1 to fifth. Roll through your feet. Reverse that roll through. Or 1 to your first and a 1 to your fifth. 1 to your first and a 1 to your fifth. Roll through your feet. Reverse that roll through. 1 to your first and a 1 to your, no, there am I. I'm right back there. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6, 7 and 8. Roll through your feet. Reverse that roll through. 1 to the back and the 1 to the side and the 1 to the front and the 1 to the side. 1 to the back, 1 to the side, 1 to the front. Soutenu, other side. 1 to first, 1 to fifth. Roll through, reverse it, roll through. Same to the side, same to the back. Encore. 7 and soutenu to the other side, and there you are. And here we go. Tendus to fifth, 1 and the 2 and the 3, développé, piqué, dégagé, 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 and the back, and the 2 and the 3, développé, piqué, dégagé, 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 1 and the 2 and the 3, développé, piqué, 1 and the 2 and the 3, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7, soutenu 8 and the tendu, and 2 and the 3, développé, piqué, dégagé, dégagé, 3. Same thing back, 3 tendus, 1 développé, 1 piqué, 3 dégagés. Side and the 2 and the 3 développé, and fifth. Piqué and fifth, and the 5th and the 5th. Balance by 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, plié, 7, soutenu 8. That's all it is. And here we go. inside and the back inside and front inside, first, first, first and first and first and first and fifth and fifth. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, passé flat, close your fifth, back, side, front and side and back and side, first, 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 fifth, again, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, relevé, passé, close fifth, soutenu, other side. Too slow encore, 4 faster, too slow to first, 4 faster, start over. Omit your dégagés to first in favor of a passé. Okay? And here we go. This support above would be nice. Front, side. Yes. Yeah, have a port above with your dégagés. To the
Oh, it starts to the front again.
Yes, it does. You're absolutely correct. And it's an en-dedans reverse port-de-bras for your first dégagés to the side, since they're coming from behind. Okay, here we go. One more time. Destination fifth or first. That's it. And close up. To the other side we go. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, I just had my beginning. Oh, there we go. Demi-plié and coupé and plié and coupé and plié and coupé and passé, relevé, circle pour de bras 3 and... No, that's not right. What am I doing? Grand plié in fifth and 2 and 3 and 4, grand plié in fifth and 6 and 7 and 8, plié coupé now, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, circular port-de-bras, 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 8 ronds de jambes and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, fourth, grand, grand. Back to your fourth back, plié, coupé, plié, coupé, plié, coupé, passé. Reverse your circular port-de-bras, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 8 ronds de jambes into your parallel stretch. So we're starting with grand pliés, not with plié, plié, grand. Grand plié fifth, demi-rond, grand plié fifth, demi-rond, plié 45, coupé, front, side and back. A relatively short passé balance, close fifth, circular port-de-bras, 8 ronds de jambes.
Yeah, you didn't mean rond de jambe to do the grand plié in fifth from the back.
No, it's in fourth. Grand plié fifth front, demi-rond, grand plié fifth back, demi-rond. It's kind of the same thing we do with demi-plie,
Oh,
demi-plie, and then grand.
I thought you just did this in the same position. Okay. Okay.
So it's 2 grand pliés, then plié 45 to coupe 3 times up to a passé balance, a circular port de bras, and then 8 ronds de jambes to finish the sequence before you reverse it with grand pliés in fourth, back and front. Okay. And here we go. And there's a nice amount of time. 4 demi-plie, demi-rond. Reverse your arm on that one. And 6, show your demi-plie anywhere. Demi-plie 45 degrees, plie, coupe, up to your passé relevé and stay. Circle 1. Your 8 ronds de jambes and to the other side, please. Yeah, don't be afraid to hold on to that passage just a little tiny bit longer before closing your fifth and then phrasing your circular port de bras. Here we go. flex and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the, hold on, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, plie to the side, plie to the side, plie to the back, plie to the back, plie, releve. Finally you may point your toes, close, en dedans, flex, 3 and the 4, plie back and the side, plie back and the side, plie back to the front all the way through, but keep that flex to the front, plie, releve, flex, last moment, point your toes, close 5th, soutenu, to the other side. So after your 4 circles in your flex, keep it to the front for your first plie, stretch it to the side. Then just keep going back through plie, releve.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, here we go. I guess that works. Fondue to the front, port de bras forward, up, arabesque, inside leg back. Fondue to the side, port de bras to the bar through your 5th, front, stay. Fondue to the back, port de bras back, and the 4th, 5th, coupe, plie, plie, coupe, attitude, plie, around, plie, a fairly phrased port de bras away from the bar, close your 5th. Fondue to the back, up and over back, inside front, balance. Fondue to the side, away from the bar, inside balance, back. Fondue to the front, port de bras forward. 5th, coupe, plie, diagonal to coupe. One more from attitude to diagonal, en dedans, temps relevé, plie. A final phrased port de bras to the bar, close 5th. That's it. Is that making any sort of sense? Fondue back, up and over back. Close 5th. Take it through to coupe. From coupe back to open to the front, diagonal front to coupe again. So like a beginning of a temps relevé turn from the back.
So from 5th, it just picks up into coupe?
Yes, it does.
Oh.
But the 5th is a susu.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Susu, then plie front to diagonal side to coupe, then attitude front to diagonal to temps relevé, open à la seconde, and whatever remaining time you have from there, port de bras away from the bar to close in 5th before you reverse.
Does it go to the bar on the, it goes away from the bar the first time?
That's right, because we already went to the bar with our fondue à la seconde sequence.
Okay.
Ah, sneaky. Okay. Everything gets 2 slow counts. Port de bras. And close fifth. Susu. Push down. Arabesque. Feel yourself. To the side and careful. It's not a développé from plie. And keep going. And inside front. And 6. Make sure you feel double dip in your fondue. There we go. Up and over back. Susu and coupe. Front. Diagonal. Coupe. Attitude. Diagonal easy. Away from the bar. Stretch and close. Don't forget to breathe. You're reversing. Are you okay? Okay. All right, let's take that reverse now. No pushing off the bar. Just saying. Okay, here we go. Make sure you feel each single coupe and make sure your fondue, especially to the side, doesn't become a développé from plie. Yeah, feel that double dip before you open your legs. That's it. And up and over back. Inside front. Are you okay?
I lost the.
It's all right. It's all right. You wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't lose it if after your port de bras you would close in a tight fifth position susu, then the other leg knows, aha, I'm going out for my balance now.
Okay.
And that goes through all the way. Okay. Tight susu, push down and 5. It's a straight leg, right? There we go. Away from the bar this time. Port de bras, really take advantage of this port de bras. Take your time, feel every single moment. Not quite to the side. Try to feel your diagonal. Right, almost. To the bar this time. There we go. And close. Okay.
Wow.
One could decide on these fondues and flat. One could decide to relax your standing leg muscles in these pliés for the port de bras and for the fondues as well. One could also decide to really attach that coupe when it comes to your temps relevé turn. And as your toes make contact with your ankle, that is when your closing arm kicks in. Yeah, golf ball, golf club. Okay, here we go. Left side, please. There has to be at least one torture in this whole thing. And ha! Good job surviving. The good news is there is no relative involved excepting for the soutenu. Front and the side and the back and side and front and side and back and the side, back and side and front and side and side. Side, double side, petit battement and the 7 and the 8. Slow, slow, quick for encore front, side, back side, front side, single, single, double, double so your toes get faster. Plié, soutenu, other side. And here we go. Sharp heads and toes will strike. 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Single, double, petit. That's it. Why not? Appropriate. Relevez long and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Développez arabesque. Relevez long to the side and the 3 and the 4. Développez effacé front. Développez arabesque and the close. Développez to the front. Développez side, sorry and go and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Relevez long, arabesque, 3 and the 4, développez inside front. Relevez long, 2 and the 3 and the 4, développez inside back. Développez outside front, inside back, outside side, 5th, coupé, one more crack at these, close 5th. We'll take the left afterward. When relevez long and développez, then start développez back, change to the front, change to the side, close 5th, sous-sud, coupé, temps relevé, open side, close 5th. Don't forget to breathe, don't forget to use your working leg and standing leg at the same time. Just brush. That's it. Good, 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 good. Developing. Keep 4 counts each. To the side as well. And there we go. And finish. I had to let that last chord play. Okay. Good job, good job. Yeah, I wish you could feel your développé to arabesque always like you did your relevé lent to arabesque with your arm in second. I don't know if you could feel a difference, but there is a visible difference. And your future self might actually pick up on that.
What's the difference?
The difference is you're not instinctively hunching over to make room for your leg.
Oh.
Aha. Is that making sense? Because it is instinctively. It's not necessarily by necessity. It's by habit.
Right.
Like in grand battements. The shoulders actually go before the leg goes. Instead of just letting your leg do the work. Okay. Here we go. Are you slightly recovered?
We'll see.
Okay. And yes, and absolutely keep working both legs. And one. That's more like it. Right, 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 right. And one. That's it. Keep it nice and tall and twist it. Yep. And finish. Good. Okay. Not too high, a little higher, clutch and stretch and close. Not too high, a little higher, and a little higher yet. Not too high, a little higher, clutch and stretch and close. One inside, one outside, one inside, soutenu at the side. Not too high, a little higher, so your highest wants to be your stretch out of your clutch. Then just gradually, if you don't change your first one, you don't have any issues. Back, a little higher. Clutch and close. Inside front, outside side, inside back, and soutenu. And here we go. shoulder. And inside front, outside side, inside back. And down. Knee down. Stretch. And finish. Okay, good. Let's have a nice stretch before we come to the center. fancy camera work.
Yeah.
The wonders of technology.
It's a little too much clarity for me.
No more hiding in the corner.
Yeah.
Let's go 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a plie and up. Tombe, pas de bourrée and a side and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Passé, chassé forward. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a up. Tombe, pas de bourrée and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Passé, stay. If you can, and a 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. Effacé, tombe, pas de bourrée. Side and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Passé, chassé forward. Back and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Tombe, pas de bourrée, effacé. Each one changes this time, passé, stay. That's it. So the first time it's effacé, développé, tombe, pas de bourrée. Second time, passé to chassé, croisé, front. Third time, another tombe, pas de bourrée. Fourth time, passé, relevé, stay.
Okay.
Let's give this a mark. Really feel that plie. First one doesn't change the first time. Passé back to chassé, croisé, forward. And back. Développé forward. Each one changes. Stay. And make sure, and especially in these sustained passes, it's pushing down into the floor, or rather than taking off for your relevé. Okay. And here we go. Try to feel your coude base a little bit more on your way. Also now, coude passing. Aha, chassé and one. I think that was 1 out of 4, where you actually felt your coupe on the way to passé, if I counted that right. But the one time it did work, it actually worked also pretty well for your balance. Let's have this one more time just as is. What do you say? And let's keep that chassis forward, shall we? Chassis forward happens after your first passé balance, instead of just closing fifth. Second passé balance closes in fifth. First when chassis corsi front. Making sense?
I've lost the whole thing.
Okay, no problem. 4 tendu front, tombe pas de bourrée. 4 to the side, passé from the back to chassis corsi forward.
Okay.
4 to the back, tombe pas de bourrée. 4 to the side, passé from the front, close fifth position back. So that first passé pushes from the back to the front forward into a chassis. The second one does not. Okay, here we go. And that's it. Side, 2, 3, 4, passé front, close fifth. Left foot. That was an okay balance if it would have closed in fifth. All right. So your tendus always switch legs. Are we good for that left side? All right, here we go. A little bit more there. Half points when you close. Yeah. Same leg that does tendus does the passé. Was a good balance though.
I forgot the side we were on.
Please don't forget which side you're on. That is a very heavy statement. Okay. We're starting on the left, which means your side tendus are to the right. And your passé also is to the right, and chassis corsi forward to your left hand corner. Okay, here we go. Chassé forward and plie, coupé, chassé forward, close to start a little bit further back. Chassé backward and close and coupé, chassé back. Sideways and close and sideways and close, coupé, turn, ton, lié, close your left. Chassé forward and close, coupé, chassé and close. Backward and close, coupé, chassé and close. Sideways and close and sideways and close. Around, ton, lié, close your left.
Okay.
Are we good to mark this?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Did I mention coupe yet? If you want to, you could go twice. Goal is feel these coupes. Okay. The power of repetition, what can I say? Let's go, since we already stopped, let's take that one tiny step further. En dehors, chassé forward, en dedans, chassé back. The rest stays the same.
Okay.
So first coupe becomes an en dehors turn, second coupe becomes an en dedans turn. Third one stays an en dehors as it just was. Chassé, plié, turn, chassé.
Okay.
All right. Let me know when you're ready. Okay. And here we go. Not so much violence. Easy peasy. Backward and chassé. En dehors. Chassé. Forward.
Okay.
I would keep my arms in first for these first two turns. Okay. Would you like to tie these two sides together once? I think it's the closing that should remind you of what comes next.
Okay.
Emphasis on think and should. Okay, here we go. That was easy. Stealing from the bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Développé arabesque. Écarté front and 2 and 3 and 4. Effacé front. Back and 2 and 3 and 4. Écarté back. Plié and relevé, plié, pas de bourré, chassé, forward, plié, floaty turn, better than me, close to 50 on the other side. Relevé long, développé, relevé long, développé, relevé long, développé, plié, fouilleté, filled counter shoulder, plié, pas de bourré, chassé, forward, a floaty passé. Not neglecting your coupe in the process if possible.
Okay.
Let's give this a mic. Standing leg. One. Close and down on that way. Plie, counter, shoulder, heel. Plie. Super floaty. That's all it is. All right. Développé front, écarté, fouilleté. Is it too symmetrical? Maybe it is.
No. Once again, try to focus on the closing in that tight fifth and the squeezing transition through coupe into your développés. Okay.
Yeah, sequence front to back, side to front, back to side. Always switching legs. And here we go. That's it. That's it.
careful, careful, careful. Are you reaching 165 degrees internal temperature?
Yeah, it's pretty warm in here.
We're starting with our left foot. Balancez, balancez, passez, pliez. Balancez, balancez, passez, pliez. Balancez, 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 chassez, pliez. Pirouette to your fourth. To your fourth stretch so you can step onto your right foot. Balancez, balancez, passez right, effacez front. Forward and back. Passez left with a little rotation to the other corner to croisé arabesque. Stay exactly where you are toward your back foot, balancez, switch corners. It gets you right to your croisé corner. Chassez forward. Pirouette to fourth. Stretch so you can step onto your back foot for your next balancing. Ovino marking shape. It's a piqué forward, but switch corner with your passé back.
That's right.
Yep, there.
Here.
Toward your foot, that's it.
Here.
3. One more.
4.
4. Chassez through. There you go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Just a nice little dancey affair. Okay, here we go. And you can go twice to the right, no problem. Yeah, just careful to keep holding on to it, make it a slow movement even so it rotates fairly fast. You're just getting ahead of yourself. Almost. Still a lot of force there. And guide your leg to fourth position back, of course, as you're turning, otherwise you're going to find yourself in the wrong place. Not bad so during the combination. The first time, when you weren't over-analyzing it. Make sure you take your tendu back seriously before taking your fourth for your pirouette.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is already a sign that your brain is somewhere else. Your brain is already 5 blocks ahead of the goal. So these poor back toes don't have a chance. Shall we try the other side? Starting with the balance here to your right foot first.
Yeah.
And feel free to go twice to the same side again. Here we go. And your future self might notice that even if you push yourself too soon into your landing direction, you still can save that pirouette. As it just happened for the second time. You know what I mean?
From.
Your under or pirouette.
Oh, yeah.
And even that would not have been criminal. I mean, it's not ideal, like the first one was very nice, but you can see how much leeway you have into your landing, rather than being overly careful and trying to be on your leg, and then it doesn't
Right.
work. Okay. First and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5th and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, échappée, pas de bourrée, assemblée, changement, assemblée, glissade, assemblée. First and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5th and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, échappée, pas de bourrée, tendu, croisé, front. Plié, pirouette, on the long, close 5th. Now we are technically on the left, but we can stop in between. First and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5th and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, échappée, pas de bourrée. That is all the same for the first part. However, the first part continues with assemblée, changement, assemblée, glissade, assemblée. On the other side, first and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 4 changements and the 7 and 8. Again, échappée, pas de bourrée, however, tendu, croisé, plié, pirouette, en dedans, close 5th. To change that side proper, to finish that side proper. 4 in first, 4 changements. Échappée, pas de bourrée, assemblée, glissade, assemblée. I think. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Sorry, my bad. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. So there's one extra assembly in there. Start over, however, with the other foot. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Échappé, pas de bourrée. Tendu, plié, underdone, close fifth. Now you can start the left side proper. So it's a double whammy when it comes to the jump. But you get your assemblée and your underdone sequence only once per side.
Well, the first part I'm okay with.
Perfect.
First, fifth, and then échappé, pas de bourrée.
Assemblée the first time.
Okay.
Changement. One more assemblée. One glissade assemblée on the other side. You're technically on the left, however the combination continues. 4 in first, 4 in fifth. Échappé, pas de bourrée. Tendu, croisé, underdone. That's the only difference. Now you're really on the left. 4 in first, 4 in fifth. Échappé, pas de bourrée, assemblée, changement, assemblée, glissade, assemblée. Pas de bourrée, assemblée, changement, assemblée, glissade, assemblée on the other side. Should we give that a mark? That might be
Yeah.
easy.
After the échappé,
Assemblée, changement, assemblée.
assemblée,
Glissade, assemblée, there you go. Now you're on the other side, start over with your 4 in first. Take it all the way through to échappé, pas de bourrée, and then prepare for your underdone turn. Okay, here we go. First, fifth, second. All right, take 2 and. Not bad. Just a little bit too violent into that underdone. That was not necessary at all. You burned about 20 gallons of gas for 1 mile of travel. Sequentially absolutely correct, however. What was missing were these fifth positions that we talked about yesterday in pas de bourrée and for your assemblies. Yeah, careful not to rush through that. Try to feel your plies in fifth. Okay, here we go. That's it, fifth.
Thank you. That was only 7.5 gallons for 1 mile. That's already an improvement. No reason to rush that pas de bourrée after your échappée. I think you're just trying to get ahead instead of using that second leg closing into a super tight fifth so that front leg opens by itself before you switch your feet. Otherwise it looks a little tiny bit too bourré in that pas de bourrée. Are we up to trying this one more time?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we can reduce it to 3 gallons this time. All right. Okay, here we go. Mechanics and toes over sheer brute muscle force. Better. And that still was a lot of force there. But you stopped yourself. You could feel how you were just flooring that accelerator right there. All right. One more chance of redemption. Here we go. Hold on. Let's try to get that clean before we... And that is really where that plié in fifth comes in super handy after your pas de bourrée to remind you that your assemblée is next. Okay. Well, on that note, have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
You too. Thank you.
And I will be seeing you on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.